It was
Like,
absolutely amazing.
I actually forgot to hit record. Do you want to say that again for everybody watching the replay? Tell us about your Easter weekend. What did you do?
I didn't have an Easter weekend. I had an Easter week. The girls, I'm a single mom. The girls and my mom and I went to Mauritius last week, Saturday. We left on the 28th of March and we came back on Saturday, the 4th of April. And that was my Easter. And we spent a
Wow,
week in Mauritius at the Club Med in Mauritius.
wow, that is so freaking insane. I think that's so much better than just having a regular Easter
Yeah,
weekend, going, I don't know. I don't know. What do people do with on Easter weekend usually? I'm a loner. I don't really go anywhere. So like, I was just home for
I'm
the
alone
weekend.
at you. I'm a homebody as well. So I was it was a dream and our dream became a reality. And yeah, it was just amazing. We just had the most amazing time. And the only thing that was driving me crazy was I think because I was in a different country and also with the TikTok algorithm and all of that nonsense, my posts weren't going out. So that was my only snag. And like I said, I don't know if it was because I was in a different country. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on.
I bet you got some good content while you were there. Yeah.
I did, but now I'm having to like post like strategically now because I went into a bit of a where I had like three posts on one day that all kind of just so I sort of like slowed down on my posting and have slowly started to rebuild it again. So I just yeah, I'm just hoping that I haven't lost my momentum. But I'm on the other platforms, and even whilst in Mauritius, I was posting. So you know what? You just keep going with this business, man. You just keep going, and that's
Exactly.
exactly what I did. Yeah.
Some days it's all going well, and other days nothing's working, and then the next day it's good again. So yeah, it is like that. You just have to keep going no matter what.
Exactly, exactly. But yeah, so just don't give up the dream, everybody, because it's there. It's definitely within reach. I even made a
And
tiny little sale whilst I was in
cute.
Mauritius. Okay.
Nice international money. Love it.
International money in Mauritius.
Getting paid to go on holiday. That's the dream, right? That is literally like what we are striving for is to have that dream, is to like travel, make money while we're traveling, being able to do the things, afford the things, and yeah. So that is really awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Awesome. Steph, how's it going?
All good, thank you. I was actually a bit down with a cold over Easter, so but yeah, change of season doesn't happen. So, but yeah, I was very much annoyed with TikTok the last couple of 3-4 days because just whatever I posted, it just didn't get distributed, and I just deleted it. And at some point yesterday, I said, "F this, everything." And I just decided yesterday I'm not posting on any platform because I was so annoyed that I thought it's not going to go anywhere, even if it does get distributed. And this morning I thought, okay, I'm putting back my big girl panties, and yeah, everything was back to normal today. So I don't know what the last 3-4 days, what the reason was. Yeah,
Well, I think that's some good feedback for you too, Trish, because it might not have been an international thing. Is there anybody else on the call doing TikTok
I was
that
about to.
has this
That's why I wanted to say it because I had exactly the same experience over the last couple of days. It was just. I mean, after 3 hours. I mean, usually I have after. I usually sit on 7. I don't go further than 800 views, but I sit somewhere around there, and after 5 or 10 minutes, I've got 120, 150 views. And I had for the past couple of days, like 5 hours later, 2 views, 3 views, 1 view. So
Maybe TikTok took the Easter weekend off.
TikTok's been a problem since the beginning of March. They're doing a whole big yeah, there's been like a whole big update. But what I was gonna say, Steph, is like Like if TikTok's not working, then rather just keep visible like on your Facebook and your Insta and that kind of thing, because that's what I did. I didn't let it stress me out. I didn't let TikTok's algorithm and little wobble, worry me.
It
But
was probably just
keep,
because I felt sickish and I was like already not feeling like sitting in front of the camera and recording stuff. And then I still said, okay, I'm gonna do it. And then all this came together. And then yesterday I was just like, I've had it now. So, but
I just I ran B-rolls, and even my B-rolls were like, some of them were also, I'd get 11. So I took it off and I put it as private, and I just reloaded it, because there's something wrong with my TikTok that I can only post if I go via my TikTok studio. So I can't post anything directly onto my page. I've got to put it onto TikTok Studio first and then schedule it out. So if I had a low view, I'd have to take that same video, put it into TikTok Studio, redo the captions or whatever, and then reschedule it out, and then it seemed to push out. So you can try that as like a bit of a tip.
well,
If you do
I
get
scheduled all my posts a couple of weeks ago, and I would say 95% of them, when they were scheduled, they didn't go out at all. And then I stopped the scheduling. And now I'm just creating the content. I move them into my drafts, and then I spread them across the day, my 3 posts. And when I'm posting them live, basically, then it used to work, except the last couple of days. But scheduling, that was 9 out of 10 times it didn't go out at all. Which I would actually prefer, because I'm working full time, so it would be easier to just pre-schedule my content. But that didn't work at all, so I stopped that like 4 weeks ago. So
it's quite interesting how everybody's experience is different, hey? Scheduling works better than if I post live. Like if I schedule it, it's better. Well, like I said, I don't know what's going on with my account, because I can't even post live. I have to schedule it via TikTok Studio.
it's awkward.
Who knows?
Okay.
Yeah, that is so interesting to hear that, actually. That everybody is seriously having a different experience with exactly the same thing, doing the same program, talking the same things, kind of, and everybody experiencing it differently. I think that is probably also, maybe, I don't know, I'm no TikTok expert, but I mean, it could be how they kind of programmed their app to be, so that it would be unique to everybody, so that everybody's thing isn't the same. Because I mean, if we all had the same thing, then we would all just tell each other and we would all be millionaires. Right? So it would be too easy. So I think it is uniquely to all
I
of
lost
us.
you.
Welcome back, Trish. I was just
I don't know
saying,
what
I
happened.
think maybe the platform is built strategically that way for each person to have an individual experience. Because if all of us had the same experience and all of us the same thing, we could just tell each other and we could all be millionaires quickly. So then it would be too easy. So I think it could be that. But yeah, I said I'm no expert with that, but yeah, that is what I'm thinking. What do you guys think about that?
Could be, yeah. It is. Well, it's definitely got to do where you are in the world. I mean, that's definitely got a impact in which country you are or on what continent. But yeah, maybe you're right. That's because it's really fun acting, very funny lately, and we can see that we have all sorts of different problems. I mean, it doesn't make sense.
Exactly. It's Melinda. How's it going?
Good with me. Sorry that I was a bit late. My sister, it's her birthday, so I just had to make a phone call quickly. I'm not into TikTok at this stage. I'm very much afraid of TikTok. Mostly I'm on Instagram. So, and still, getting my way around it, eh?
Didn't you mention the other day that you are posting on TikTok now?
Yeah, but that was a like once off and it went haywire, like 1,750 or something views in a very short time, and then 2 of my videos got removed. So yeah, that did made me a bit despondent. So I'm again retracting from TikTok and just focusing on. I'm still working full time, so and there's a lot of stuff going on with my job, and we are relocating at the end of May. So yeah, I've got a lot of wild running horses and trying to keep the reins in, you know. So yeah.
Okay, awesome. Well, I mean, everybody else on the call is saying that TikTok is not doing its thing right now. So if it's working for you, I would highly recommend to work your horses there on TikTok then.
I will definitely. But at this stage, it's not my thing really. So, but I will give it a try again. So,
Yeah, make it your thing if it's working. Even if you just start like one a day. I know I'm now talking here and I'm not on TikTok myself, but I have been considering these last couple of weeks if I should try TikTok again to actually just do lives. Maybe do one content there a day and do lives. And also not maybe every day, maybe like every second day a live.
mm. But you've evolved so much since I've known, get to know you last year. That yeah, I think you will be awesome on TikTok now, ne?
I think I do have value to share now. Before I was just like saying words like that didn't
And
mean
you've got confidence now, ne?
Mm, it is,
Yeah,
definitely. But it also
yeah,
the confidence comes with when you start knowing what you're talking about. You're not going to say something confidently if you don't if that understanding hasn't sunk in yet, you won't be able to talk
that's
about
true.
it.
That's true.
Definitely.
Has anybody tried a Facebook Live? I'm quite keen to try out Facebook Live, but I've got no idea how it works.
No, I haven't, but I've seen Latasha. She just went with it, and it's available apparently for everybody. So I think if you are game to do TikTok, you will be good on Facebook, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm keen to try it because TikTok's also I know that there's a lot of people that you can reach on TikTok and you can play all your different emotions and all that kind of thing, but I just feel that my target market and my perfect customer is not hanging out on TikTok. I know that. So I've been
Mm.
concentrating a lot more on Facebook and Insta and doing shorts on YouTube because TikTok, and even when I go live on TikTok, which I haven't now, obviously this past week because I was away, I'm just getting all the chachas that are out there, you know? I'm like having to block them and yeah. I think one of our I don't know if this is a limitation, if that's the right word, is that sitting in South Africa, we kind of only get pushed out into Africa, if that makes sense. Like the only people that have come back to me are within South Africa, and then I've had friends via Facebook, one in Australia, one in Mauritius, one in New Zealand, but only because they know me. But I haven't had any new overseas people that have contacted me, if that makes sense. Like I feel like TikTok limits, and I even took my location off at one stage just to see if my content would get pushed out. But I think I'm talking in circles now. I think using TikTok just as a live platform is probably the best bet. I don't know. That's just on my personal account.
Have you tried working with a VPN connection so that you can reach? I mean, I used to do it like a year ago with a different business, which is South African based, and I actually sitting in Germany. I used a VPN to pretend like I'm located in South Africa, and that's how I reached people in South Africa. And there's free
Okay.
free ones.
Okay, I'll have a look at that. Yeah. I just
I
feel
have
like it's
Node, what was it called? I mean, it worked for me getting reach into South Africa, so it should also work the other way.
Yeah.
Trying to remember now. Well, there's quite a few, but I used NordVPN.
NOORD.
No, NOORD, like south north. NordVPN. NordVPN. It's a blue app with looks like a half moon with a blue mountain in there. I don't know if you can see it there.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
But there's a
Thanks.
couple of free ones. I mean, that only is free to a certain extent, but maybe give that a try, because then you can try and use a European location or America or whatever, Australia, and see if you can get traffic there.
Cool. Thanks for the tip.
Awesome, great share. I've heard about this NordVPN before, but I've never used it. I actually once subscribed to a VPN by accident. I don't even know how I did it. I just saw there goes 1,300 Rand off my bank. I never even used the VPN. Like, what would I use it for?
There's also versions where you have to click past some advertisement and then you can use it. I think it was something. I don't know if who was on the TikTok training that Crystal did in the magnetic circle on, I think it was on Friday or Thursday. And she also uses some, I don't know what it was, but she also uses a tool where you need to go click past some advertising and then you can use it for free. It's a bit annoying, but there's a way to get around.
Okay, awesome. Linda, how's it going with you? If you're unable to unmute, check in the top left corner in your URL. There's like this little camera thingy. If you click on it, it's going to show you the permissions, and then you can switch on your camera and microphone, and then you should be able to unmute. Hendrik, how's it going?
Hello, everybody. Don't ask me
Hello.
what's TikTok about. Don't ask me from Facebook. Don't ask me about Instagram. Don't ask me anything, because I know it does not know anything. This fine little girl here, Lola, she just fixed my whole account over the weekend for me on a Sunday afternoon. You can't believe it. But in any case, yeah, that was the best purchase I've made in quite a while. I'm confident that everything is going to go smooth now. And I don't know what's keeping me back. I've got all the equipment. People, I'm telling you, it's unreal what I've got to make videos and all that. But boy, oh boy, I'm telling myself in the mornings if I stand up, like, let me tell you like this, I'm a baker as well. They call me Akker the Bakker. But in any case, I stand up and I decide, okay, I'm going to record what I'm doing in my bakery today. And I can't even start doing that. I don't know what's holding me back. So, but yes, one of these days I'm going to go in and just start. People said,
Hendrik, you've got such a great voice. Why don't you just put your camera on a stand? And why don't you just push your camera on and just do a live for like an hour and just talk? And don't even think about, go into your bakery, put your camera on, hit that live button and bake away and talk about yourself and what you're doing. And the next minute, 2 hours or an hour and a half would have passed.
Yeah, you're right. I should start doing that. But as I say, something's just holding me back. I've tried it last week, and my granddaughter, she's quite good with TikTok, editing the videos and all that. And I've made a video actually, and I sent it to her and I said, listen, clean this thing up for me and do what you must do and all that. And she phones me back and she says, Grandpa, listen, please don't use the selfie side, use your back camera, because like everything is not good. Like it's not in focus. And so yeah, that was the first one. Yeah. So yeah, I must do it all over again. But I'm gonna start. I know for a fact that I will start. But when, I can't say. It must be very close now because I'm busy with Legacy, I think from 24 already. I've made one sale. I got my money back, but that's it. But if I look at people like Cecilia and Lizelle and all those, then I'm getting jealous because I know this program is working. I mean, there's 29 millionaires in South Africa. Why can't I be half a millionaire? But as I told Laruska the other day, it's no use we chasing millionaireship and all that, because to be a millionaire nowadays is, I think it's a stupid word I'm going to say now. It's going to sound stupid, but I think it's easy to become a millionaire nowadays. Just to make $1 million. If it was $1 million, yes, different story. A quick little thing about my life. Me and my wife was fortunate to retire when we were 43 years old. And boy, oh boy, we had it made. We thought we had it made. But till February 2020 came and they phoned us and said there's no more money. They stole all our money. So we were forced. My wife is working part-time again. I'm, like I told you guys, I'm busy baking and all that. And I had to sell like a double cab cruiser that I had, a double wheel exclusive caravan. And this is personal things I'm telling you now, but it should come out because I've got 1.2 million rand for those vehicles. And I've invested that just to keep up with my hospital plan. Guys, that's scary. I'm telling you, it's scary if you think, hell, 1.2 million and all he can afford with that monthly money that he's getting back, the interest, you can only pay for a hospital plan. So you can't live with 1.2 million rand even if you tried how hard. You can't. So I told Laruska the other day, they should turn it around. They should say a millionaireship becomes, if you've got 10 million rand in the bank, you're a millionaire. If you've got 11, then you're a multimillionaire. You're not a multimillionaire if you've got 2 or 3 million rand. I mean, that's not money. I mean, what you gonna do with that money?
Hendrik, how are we gonna
Say-
get you? How are we gonna get you to start posting? Because this is your story. This is literally it. This what you just shared with us. This is your money. You just gave us the money. That is it. What you just shared.
Yeah.
Can we
No, I
get
know.
you to start posting in the community first? If you don't want to do TikTok yet, would you commit to posting a video a week in this community? Or 2 videos a week? 2 videos a week.
I'm not gonna promise anything. I'll try, but it's hard. You know, it's hard. It's I'll get there, Laruska. I'll get there. I know with
Hendrik,
the help of
I really think you should go
community and all
live. I
that.
think you should put your camera on live and just go on TikTok live every day and just exactly how you've spoken now. You just do it on TikTok. You don't even worry that just make sure that the camera can see you. Just hit that live button and just talk like you've just spoken now and do your lives every single day on TikTok. And do like
Yeah.
in the morning from 7 o'clock, or if you're there, it's 5 o'clock or whatever time you start baking. That's what I would do, dude, if I was you, because you've got a phenomenal story and you've got a phenomenal voice. And now you just need that camera in your face or a little bit away from you, and you just talk.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I know all these things. Thanks for telling me I've got a nice voice. Don't hear that often. If people they rather say you sound cross. But yeah, it's lovely to be on this community. I trust I'm going to learn a lot, especially with the help of Laruska. She's a caring person. Thank you, Laruska.
You're welcome, Hendrik. But before I let you go, right, do you know that ready is a choice? It's not a feeling.
Yeah.
So when are you going to decide to be ready? Because you're not going to feel it. You're not going to wake up one day and be like, okay, I'm ready now. Let's do it. You're going to decide one day you're ready and then you're going to do it.
That's what I told you. I'm standing up in the mornings. I'm going to do my video today in the bakery and then go down to the bakery. Halfway through the baking rusks, I say to myself, yeah, where's your camera, boy? Where's your camera? But yes, okay, I'll do one and I'll send it to the community. But it's going to be about the bakery, so don't get lists for all my rusks, eh?
Yes, please include the recipe there. Okay. A video showing us the how to and the what's inside. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Thanks for the talk.
Okay. Awesome, Hendrik. Linda, how's it going?
Ek dink ek's omtrent daar waar Hendrik is. So I'm still going through all the modules, but I haven't started posting yet.
How long ago did
You
you
know,
start?
full time at the work. So yeah, I'm still trying to sort out all the tech stuff as well. Yeah. But I think I'll go faceless for a while first. Yeah. Maybe I'll do a digital product or something like that.
Awesome.
That's it. Yeah. So
What level are you in the community right now?
level 2.
You're gonna love level 5, especially if you want to do faceless.
Okay, great.
All right, there's a bunch of goodies in there that you can use. I think more than 200,000 reels, roughly.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can use them, rebrand them, post them as your own.
Okay, fantastic. No, great stuff. Thanks.
Yeah. How long ago did you start your journey?
I think 6 weeks ago. But you know, I didn't start. I started, and then we went away for 2 weeks. So yeah, there's always something that's not an excuse, but yeah. But I just need to finish the last few modules, and then I think I'll be ready.
Well, you're doing great. You're showing up and you are preparing yourself. I think you are doing great for 6 weeks. So well done. Just keep on doing it. And yeah, put yourself out there. Just remember the readiness, it's not going to be a feeling. It's going to
Okay,
be a
great. Thanks. Yeah, thanks.
Awesome. All right. Glennis, are you able to talk? I know you said you are working. If you are able to say hello to us, you're welcome. I think maybe she's not able to talk now. So I discovered this cool thing. I don't know if I should. I've been hesitating if I should post it in the community or not, because it's just so freaking good. Right? I also I'm almost scared, like if I post it in the community, my engagement is going to drop. That's how good it is. Are you guys curious to see? I've actually added it into the school course. So Trish, I know you want to start your school community, so you're gonna get access to this.
Oh
and then
yes, I want to
you'll be
see. Like you can't leave us hanging like that, man. You can't announce something and then go, "Should I?"
I also
That's like
want to start mine.
daring. That's like daring us and then say, "I dare you to." Like I'm in. Like Flynn. Let's see.
Yeah, so you're gonna love this. So I love the simplicity of this. This is my favorite thing. So let me just grab it here quickly. And this is not like ChatGPT. I know you can build awesome bots with ChatGPT, but that requires physical maintenance of it. You need to keep that thing updated. But with this, oh my freaking goodness. Let me share. Okay, so check this out. So this thing is now the bot. So you can see it has my branding in there. So basically, it kind of like integrates with your community. Then it has your community thing in there, and then this thing can ask it anything. So let's say, hi, Andre, Lisa, are you still on the call? Can't see now. Okay, I'm going to use this example because I think this is so good. Hi, how do I add a favicon? This was the question that Lisa asked it today. Well, not exactly in these words, but then now it's searching. You see how it's giving you all the steps. It even takes you to the video inside the community of where the video is, where I talk about it. Like, is that not insane? How cool is that? Right? And
That's
then
very
I can
cool.
I can literally ask it anything. So let's go back. Let's say, is it worth it to buy the TechCon? I can't see what I'm writing there. Confidence course. It's usually a bit faster than this. I think it's because we're on the call, or it's my internet. Here we go. There it gives a breakdown, what it is, what you get, is it worth it? Like, how cool is that? Welcome to the Tech Confidence course. I can click on it. It takes me straight to this. Now, because this is, I have access. If I did not have access, it would give me an option that says just, I think it's more details or more information or something like that. And then if you click that link, you would be able to buy it. Well, give me a question that I can ask it.
Is it like a community-based question, Larishka?
Yeah,
That
it's
you-
everything
you're
about
using
the
this for?
community, about the calls, about the replays, about the course, about anything that's been posted in the community, anything.
Okay.
It has full access to the whole community, every single thing, except my school course. I didn't give it access to that. What should I ask it? How to connect a domain. Let's see, I think it's going to also give the video. So now imagine you have new members coming into the community. You could probably, well, I mean, this is going to, I think, have an impact on the engagement, as I mentioned. But I think maybe I could put this into my Tech Confidence course so that if somebody gets in there and they are new, and it would be easy for them to quickly find something and to navigate the system, and because you don't have to then every time go, and if you can't remember which video it was in, you can just say, okay, refresh my memory about this specific thing, and then it would find it for you. So I think it would be useful for me, for my course, to give it to course members.
That
Like,
will
it
be
would be like
fantastic.
a community privilege.
Lovely
What do
suggestion.
you guys think? What do you guys think of the tool? I don't think you can
I
really
think it's
say only
great
it.
because sometimes it's quite hard to go through the classroom and go through each module to try and find what you're looking for. Whereas this, you can just put in like your favicon, like how do you change your logo, whatever, and you can just ask it.
And you get the answer instantly, no searching. It's such a time saver. Yeah, super cool. So I wanted to share
Ruchika,
that.
is this something like ChatGPT or Claude or something like that? Where does this program come from?
So I actually discovered it on school. I was looking at things as I do. And then I saw, hey, this looks cute. Let me click on it. And then I saw this guy put the link on his about page. So he was seriously, actually, I reached out to him today because I got this thing like a few days ago, almost a week ago. And I took it. And his call to action was like, join the community to get access to the software. And I was like, no, I already have it. Like, I have no reason to come in here now. I'm already in 50 communities. Why would I join another one? I have what I came for. And then I told him today, like, why are you giving all your leverage away at the front door? So he's just changed his all about page. He took the link away. So now people actually have to get in. And I can see from literally, it hasn't been 2 hours since he talked to me. There's already 10 more people in his community. Because I would have definitely joined had that thing not been on the front page, because by the video I already could tell, like, I need this. But then because I got it, I never went in. And then this guy was so grateful today because I reached out to him and I told him, I said, initially I wasn't going to come here, but now it's a week later and I'm coming back to ask you, why are you doing this? Do you realize that you are doing this? And then he was like, no, oh my goodness, thank you for pointing that out. This makes so much sense. So yeah, I thought that was a cool thing to share here.
It was.
But then I will then add that into the course if you guys think that's a good idea. I think I must just put a thing there like, this is
A
only
big
for
thumbs
course.
up for you. Big thumbs up.
Yeah, so I'll go into the community, I'll learn, I'll chat to this guy, I'll find out how he actually built this. But it's so super user friendly because it literally enters your community kind of like a member. You send it an invite and then it enters your community as a member. And then you give the member access to your classroom sections and then it knows everything. Super simple. It took me less than 2 minutes to set up. So yeah, super exciting.
So now do you have to buy it? Has he made it now that you have to buy it? Or is
It's
it still
free.
free?
It's free.
Ooh, I can't wait for
You
our
must
call
get it
tomorrow.
now while it's free. It's already it's added into the school course. You'll get it as soon as you get access to that.
Sure, that's very cool.
Thanks a
Yeah.
lot, man.
Yeah, you guys are welcome. I'll add it in there. I think I'm gonna forever be discovering cool things on school because there's just so many incredible people on this platform and so many talented people and so many awesome ideas. You know, just by being on the school platform, I feel so freaking inspired every day because everywhere I look, I just see greatness all the time. Like everybody, all the communities, the community owners, the values that they share, the courses, the community members. It is just all so, I don't know, I want to say magical. I can't really explain it in a different way. That is what I feel about school. I feel like everything on here is magic. And now I think this is also going to lead into what I want to say next is, what did you guys think about that post that I made in the community of in 2026, if you are launching your own offer, what makes more sense? Building a funnel or building school?
School.
I would love to know some feedback on that.
School definitely makes more sense.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right. I mean, I was thinking about this really hard because of the programs that I've invested in, I know what goes into that in the background. Like the maintenance that has to happen, the funnel updates and things. That's why, like with Legacy, you see how many websites have they had since the program launched? Because they always need to redo that. And every time a new website gets built, it gets more expensive as well because everything in life gets more expensive. It's so time consuming. You have to hire people to do it for you and you have no idea if they know what they are doing because you don't know how it works. So it's just, there's a whole thing. With school, it's so easy. The platform evolves, you just update your about page and you work on your experience inside the community. And then when you get to a later stage where you have like 10,000 people in your community and the bot isn't enough anymore, right? Then it's probably a good time because your process already works. Then you can start using automations and things. Now, the school platform doesn't offer automations, but when you do get to that point where you need automations and you already understand your customer journey and you understand the experience that they are having and where they are, falling off and where the excitement is spiking, then you can set up automations that make sense. But setting up automations before you know what's really working doesn't really make sense. because what exactly are you automating? Right?
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah.
And that's where many of us are stuck, actually, because the system that was set up that don't speak to your content, or you are not speaking in the correct way. That there's no synergy between the two bodies. I think that's the problem with my stuff. So I'm
Mm.
very excited about school, and I'm definitely going to make a community somewhere. I just have to gather all my thoughts and your expertise.
Yeah, it's gonna be so fun. And you'll see, once you have a community, you're gonna just instantly fall in love with it. Like I've fallen in love with community before I had my own community. At first I fell in love with digital growth community. I was there chronically all the time. Then magnetic circle, addicted. Then now I have my own community. Same thing. I just love community, and I believe everybody should have a community because it just fills my heart so much. So I can't see why that would not be this case for anybody else. It's just so nice. It's so nice to pour into other people. It's so nice to support other people because in helping them and you see that it's really helping them and they can actually move forward, it makes you feel good. So there's just so much value in having a community. And I think you guys can all agree from the date that I launched my community, 28 January, up until to date, how much did I grow in that short time?
Amazing.
Right? I was so scared when I launched this community, I could barely speak. My launch call, I almost cried, almost fainted, and I'm fine now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you end up staying on the other communities as well that like I know you were part of Digital Magnetic and Legacy. Do you stay on those communities? Do you still keep in touch, or do you just kind of like bank them? Because my thing is that I'm already I think I've said this the last time. I'm already on so many communities. Like how many communities is too many communities? And especially when you're trying to engage to get to like levels that open up more training and that, it just becomes a little bit, it's like quite hard. It's quite hard to keep up with being able to post on. I mean, you said you've got over 50 communities. Like I've only got about 12 and it already is like too much for me.
So I don't,
So it's like,
yeah, basically at some point you outgrow the container. Like once things start sounding repetitive, then you've outgrown the container, and then there's really no need to go and check in there every day. Then you could maybe check in there every other day, just to, or not even, like maybe once a week, once in 2 weeks, or once a month, because you know already that you know everything that's happening in there. It's just a sequence repeating itself. Um, and then if you need a reminder, it would be good to go back. But usually, if you listen to a thing like that on loop, it's kind of drilled into your head and you don't need to hear it again. So I would just, for the sake of keeping up with what's going on, if there is any changes, like for example now with Legacy that had the update, right? That's an important thing to know, but it's also not a hard thing to find out. There's always somebody saying something that, and then and then it's like, okay, now is a good time to go and check what's going on there, and then checking and then getting up to speed, and then that's enough. I don't have to go there again until they have a new website. Like I know now.
just based on that, I was because I was obviously playing. I didn't go much on school when I was away now, but I did see your updates and I looked at, and thank you for the video. When I checked on my dashboard, because I've obviously still got Legacy, but I'm not too active on Legacy. It had first name and last name there already, and I didn't change it. It was automatically there. Is that weird?
No, maybe they fixed it then,
Oh,
because I had some people asking me, why didn't Michelle say anything? It's like, maybe Michelle doesn't know yet. Maybe she didn't get the message yet, or maybe didn't
yeah,
see
because
the
mine had first name and last name and everything in there already. So I was like, well, it must be fine.
Yeah, okay. So then I'll go and delete that video. Thank you for telling me. Because, yeah, when I was doing mine, I actually got a message saying, hey, this thing is not going to work without that thing. And I was like, but I did my setup. It looked fine. And then when I actually tested it, it wasn't working. So I was like, oh, okay, this makes sense. This used to happen. Like usually you get that notification on the system.io store. That's where a lot of people get stuck. When they do it, they forget to put the last name field. And when that clicked for me, I was like, oh, okay, that's why it's not working. And I put it in, and then yeah, I made a video for in case anybody else was trying to make sales over the weekend and they're not getting the sale through. So, but yeah, if that's updated, I'll go check it out. I don't know, how am I going to check that out? I'm going to have to import the whole funnel.
Just
Yeah, I'll
needs a
see.
video.
First,
I have a set-
fix mine tomorrow night, please.
I have a setup tomorrow, so I'll check when I import it. It should be there. But yeah, Trish, if you say it's there, then I believe you. I must go and delete that video because it's just going to confuse people. So thank you for letting me know. All right. Anybody else want to share something? No?
Nah.
All right.
No?
What do I still have here on my list? Oh, I want to ask, are you guys inviting members to the community? Did you know that there's a one-on-one call with me up for Stacks?
All the
There for the
people that
person-
I know are already on your community, so I can't invite anybody. I was going through my list today and I was like, she's there, she's there, she's there. Okay, she's there.
Okay.
You've got all my peeps already.
Awesome. So yeah, the I don't think the challenge is too steep at this point. We have only 7 members left that need to join, and the person who has the most invites so far is only 3 people. So if somebody can get 4 people, that's a win. Yeah. And then my final thing that I have here is that post that I made today about that one-on-one container. What do you guys think about that? Did anybody read
Ooh,
it?
awesome.
It looks interesting, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
I went through the documents. What is the investment? That's my question.
That is for the one-on-one discussion that we will have.
Okay.
Yeah, I could share, but I don't want to share it now here, and then people watching the replay, and then yeah, no, wait, let me keep the mystery alive. But what do you think? Okay, let's do this. What do you guys think a container like that is worth for 6 weeks, one-on-one, 2 Zoom calls a week, WhatsApp Monday to Friday, a Loom video Monday to Friday, and a 90-day plan after the 6 weeks? How much do you guys think that is worth?
Sure, quite a lot.
Mhm.
I don't have.
Well, I'm gonna put your minds at ease. It is a lot because it's a lot of work, but it's not an outrageous amount. Because I really truly want to help somebody. I don't want to put somebody under more pressure. But of course, I do have to charge something for my time because that's going to be very intensive. Not only is the person that I'm working with going to grow, I am also going to grow because I have then big shoes to fill. I have a lot of responsibility, and I'm the one to make sure that the things happen because that's one-on-one. There's nowhere to run for me or the other person. It's getting done. I think that is what makes it, even though that's what's going to make it really intense, but I think what makes it also so valuable because I've never seen anybody else offer this ever.
I think it's amazing. I mean, I read the post and I wanted to apply, but you know that I want to start my community beginning of May. I can't do all at the same. I'm still working full time. This is not realistic to. I mean, I haven't really put any time into the community yet, and the date is coming closer and closer, thanks to you putting a date to it. So I can't do both at the same time. This is not. I'm going to burn myself out. But I think it's a fabulous opportunity for the person and for yourself, as you said, because both parties are growing.
I think it's going to be so awesome. And then I was thinking, I'll run it not every 6 weeks because I also don't want to burn myself out. So I'll probably open it up every 8 weeks. So I'll do 6 weeks intensive and then I'll take 2 weeks just to come right again. And then I can go for 6 weeks again.
Okay, well then I might have a chance in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, let's get your community up and running and then we'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see what develops out of that.
good, because all at the same time is not realistic. This is
Yeah, no, I see it all the time because we all get so inspired about this thing and that thing, and then we want to do everything all at
Yeah.
once. And like, I'm a superhero, I can do everything. It's like, no, you
no, it
can't.
doesn't,
You really can't.
no.
Yeah, when we do one at a time, it all adds up at the end of the day. So, yeah.
So we can still do the application and then you're going to run through the applications, right?
Because
Okay.
only 2 people can get it. Well, there's actually going to be 3 people that get it because I promised one person will get the container complimentary when I made the post initially a month ago. And then 2 spots. I've already got, let me see how many applications are here. 5. 5 so far. So they're coming in.
The deadline is Friday, ne?
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, and I also wanted to make it like that intentionally so that there is no overthinking. And then also, if it's until Friday, I can go over it during the weekend or during the week. I would most likely do it in the next week, not over the weekend. And then once I've gone through that, I can start setting up one-on-one calls. And then from the one-on-one calls, we will know who are the 2 people going to be. Because I also don't want to, it needs to be people that's really going to also put in the work. Because the results here are going to be, for me, much more important than the payment for the service. Because the person joining wants to make money and I want to grow a brand. So how to grow my brand is to have good results with my clients. So I need to make sure that I get people that's really serious and that's really going to put in the effort and going to do exactly what I say.
Because it's not going to help you in the long run if there's no results coming out, because then it's just like a short-term thing, and that's not going to help. Well,
Exactly. Exactly. And then at the end of the day, the program would die out.
Yeah.
Because where is the proof of that this is helping anybody?
Yeah, no, makes sense. So therefore you need people that want to and can put in the work. That is a result at the end.
Absolutely. Is Melinda, you look like you want to say something.
No, I'm just thinking hard.
Tell us what your thoughts.
No, not really. I'm really enjoying your leadership in your community, and I think I've missed out big time on the fireball thingamajigs that you took the community through. So I'm hoping for you are doing something similar quite soon again.
I actually am. I was thinking about this today, but I think the next one, because I said, right, we need to go for the star so that the community can get a star. So the only way that we're going to be able to pull that off is if we go harder than with the Fire Streak Challenge. So I need double the people and double the input. Then we can get it, I'm sure. Because I've seen the growth that we had from when the Fire Streak started up until the Fire Streak Challenge finished, like how we moved up in discovery. And since the Fire Streak Challenge ended, I see we are moving down again. Slowly down, but it's still, it makes a difference because with the engagement was like 800 activities a day with the Fire Streak Challenge, it's now down to like 400 activities a day. So if we're going for the star, we're going to have to do more than 1,000 activities every day,
Okay.
probably
shoot.
for a month consistently, to have a chance at the start. Yeah, because there's a lot of people building serious community on school, you know. So yeah, that is top 1% community builder.
Mm.
And I mean, without engagement in a community, you really don't have a community. I've went into many communities and then I get in there and there's absolutely nothing going on. Not even the owner of the community posts, or they post like once in 2 weeks, or you know, there's nothing going on in the community. And I can also now I became smarter. I have a tool that shows me from the outside. So I don't have to physically go into a community to see what's going on. I can see from outside how many posts are happening on a daily basis, on average monthly. How many? Okay, everyone can see how many people is in there, and then what's the other thing I can see? How many posts daily? I can't remember the other thing now, but it's pretty good insight that you can tell. Like, is this a community that you want to be part of or not? Like, if there's no engagement, I don't see the purpose of going there. If something's good, people like to talk about it.
Definitely.
So if nobody's talking about it, it's not good. Yeah. I feel like somebody wanted to say something, but I kept on talking. Who was it? Who wanted to say something? I didn't see, but I heard something like somebody started to talk. No?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with me tonight. This has been an awesome call. I hope you guys found value here. And I'm excited about the next one. For anybody who is in the Tech Confidence course, we have the tech call tomorrow. Same time, same place.
Nice. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for your
Awesome.
time.
Have a
Okay.
Lekker evening.
Yes, have a
Bye
lekker night.
bye.
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 Ciao. Bye.